Ooh. Welcome back to another episode of the Lowlife Chopper Podcast. Listen, guys, since we've been canceled, we got to really tone it down a little bit. I'm just kidding. Fuck you, you fucking cunt. Fuck you, you pussy that reported us. Fuck your mom. Fuck your sister. Fuck your brother. Fuck your grandmother in the ass with a rotten motherfucking banana. We're back, and we ain't changing shit.
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I was like, at first I was like, oh, I don't think your mic's plugged in. I didn't see anything. And then all of a sudden, we peaked. This shit's just too fun. Yeah, so this is we're starting over. We've been canceled by Spotify. We don't know for what, but Friday after we uploaded our winter prep episode, we got a notification that, well, first off, there was someone in the comments was like, hey, I can't find your podcast on Spotify. So I was like, oh, you're probably retarded. But then I looked, and boy, howdy, he was right. So color me surprised. We were completely down off the platform. And then Spotify for podcasters, where they're the aggregator for our podcast, they send it out to Apple and all those other places. We had been demonetized and locked out.
Yeah, they shut us fuck down.
Everything was gone. All the money from the ads and stuff was gone. They emptied the bank, and all we got was an email saying that you violated, some guidelines. And we haven't heard back since. And we've been, I got on the horn on Friday night with customer service. They couldn't give a shit less. The dude literally was like, yeah, I'll look that up for you. And then I was waiting for 10 minutes. He's like, hey, I'm going on my lunch break. And I was like, oh, cool. So is someone else going to help me? And then someone else, air quotes, helped me. And they basically were just like, yeah, just respond to that email that has no information and no name attached to it. Like, it looked like an automated email from a robot.
Yeah. So
we're in limbo right now, trying to get the podcast back. We have 259 episodes that are all out in the cloud, and we want to get them back. So fighting the good fight. But yeah, we were canceled. We don't know why. I'm assuming it's for something we said, because I read the community guidelines, and they're like, no inciting violence, no, insinuating fucking support for bestiality. Yeah, that was a big one. I was like, might have to stop doing those would you rathers.
Yeah. Yikes.
So, yeah. So this is just a quick episode just to say what's up, and just to explain what happened and where our head's at now and what we're planning to do about it.
Yeah, this was a tough one. If you guys caught my live that I did on, what was that, Friday? Yeah, Friday. This kind of shit's just super fucking aggravating. Mostly for the fact because, like I said on the live, me and Rhino don't gain shit from this. Yeah, we get to make a bunch of new friends and go to some cool shows and shit. But other than that, we don't gain shit. We don't make any money. We don't get any clout. We don't get anything. We literally do this as a labor of love. We do this because you motherfuckers enjoy it. We enjoy doing it. So when someone kicks you in the fucking teeth like that, it's super fucking aggravating, especially after doing it for 5 years, especially after hitting 500,000 fucking downloads. I'm not going to lie. Friday night, I was done. I was just like, I'm done with the podcast. And thankfully, I just took the whole weekend, which kind of sucks. We were supposed to record the Lowlifes After Dark episode, which will come out, I promise. I just needed to take that weekend and just calm the fuck down because I was very, very aggravated. And thankfully I did, because we're back. We're fucking back. I
Yeah, it
appreciate
was
all the
definitely
fucking
stressful.
comments. Yeah, all the comments in the live, I super appreciate. Super appreciate you, Rhino. This dude's been grinding since all this shit happened to figure this out. But yeah, it's just super fucking aggravating. And if you're the pussy that fucking reported us, you just don't have to listen, bro. Just go fucking tune into something else. Go
Yeah,
fucking,
this
you know
is
what I mean? I don't know how else to say it.
I I don't get it. I don't get that culture of like all right, so either it could be someone that's being like vindictive that wants to get you back for something, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like you were saying on the live, it's like you let people like that get to you, you know? If someone fucks with me, dude, you're dead to me. I
Yeah.
will never talk to you again. Ex
Yeah.
girlfriends, I don't keep in touch. Ex
No.
friends, you know, that fucked me over, they're
Dead.
dead as far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned. I will never speak to you again. I don't take your phone calls. I
And it
block your
doesn't even
number.
bother me.
No, that's the way you have to handle those people because otherwise they're like fucking leeches, you know?
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with someone, you got to cut them out of your life 100%. And if being petty, I mean, if that's what happened and someone's just being petty and reported
I
us
mean,
because they
I
have an axe to grind.
refuse to believe that this is just Spotify had some AI bots fucking ripping through all the podcasts in the fucking entire world and picked us out. Especially the same
Yeah, it's
week
hard to,
that someone made a fucking fake Instagram profile of me. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Somebody has got
Yeah, that's an unlikely
their
coincidence.
cunt too fucking dry and they're pissy and especially people, you know what I mean? There's just been too many things that have happened this week. Like I said, with the fake Instagram account, this happening, people just openly talking shit on another fucking uh, post or podcast. Um, there's too many fucking coincidences for me. I think there's just a bunch
Yeah.
of bitch ass motherfuckers that cannot stand me, but see me at every fucking show and hug me and fucking try to jerk me off behind trees and shit. And then once they go home, they tell their friends how much of a faggot I am.
And it's definitely you because nobody has a problem with
No,
me.
no, everybody loves you.
But who knows? Who knows?
And that's one of
But
the things
yeah,
that really pisses me off too. Is like you got that much hatred towards me, and like, man, I'm fucking everywhere. I'm an easy dude to get. You know what I mean? Like everywhere. I'm out in Mass,
yeah.
fucking Brooklyn, Jersey, New York. Fucking, I'm everywhere. And it's just like nobody's ever once come up to me and been like, "You're a fucking punk bitch." Never, never once have I had any altercation in 5 years in all the shows I've been to. But every year there's at least one person that has to post some shit on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, and I'll put it out there right now. If you're the person that has a problem, you know, let's talk it out because me and Loctite are good dudes. So I don't understand what the problem would be. You know what I
Because
mean?
it's a
Like,
trend. It's a trend. Just like it's a trend for a lot of people that came up with the podcast. And this is going to piss some people off, but at this point, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's a trend, just like the people that came up with the podcast and met everybody through the podcast now pretend like they're too cool to share the podcast, listen to the podcast, be involved with us in any way. It's a trend to it's the cool kid thing to do to rebel against the podcast. So
we're the man, we're the
yeah,
establishment.
yeah, exactly. Which is just it's honestly fucking sickening because you're one of the nicest dudes I've ever met. Hence why you're on this fucking show. You know what I mean? And the entire time that I've been doing this show, I've always tried to, anytime there's ever been any kind of light on me, I've always brought my homies with me every fucking time. I'm just that dude. I'm the guy that wants to see his friends succeed. When my friends succeed, I feel like I'm succeeding with them. You know what I mean? And so for people to like flip that and act like I'm a piece of shit pisses me the fuck off. And I get it. Sometimes I'm an asshole. Sometimes I'm a dick and I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And that's easy to fucking see. You know what I mean? Just like when Grease left the show. And I knew that would happen once Grease up the show, some people stopped listening to the show because Grease was their cup of tea, and then I had the people where I was their cup of tea. You know what I mean? And that doesn't bother me. I'm fine with that. But for people to put dirt on my name and act like I'm this big piece of shit, come on, man. I've never done anything disrespectful to anybody, at least that I feel. You know what I mean? And if I have, fuck you, do something about it, pussy.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is like the thing. So, like, obviously, cancel culture is like a really, it's a great topic, and it's something that I hate the fact that we have all these platforms,
Yeah.
which is great. Like Spotify is awesome, dude. Like they take it's free, right? We get on Spotify, they aggregate it to all these places. We get an audience, we can monetize ourselves, like to make the show bigger, get a wider audience across the world. I couldn't, like, if they weren't doing that, me and you could not do this, right? Like, I don't
No.
have fucking antennas and equipment to do that type of shit, right? Or the know-how. Probably because I said antennas. I don't think they use those anymore. But the point being, the thing that sucks is like these platforms, they have all these like rules, and the thing that really gets me, it's like, well, what did we get canceled for? What did we say? Because
Yeah.
we're not bad. We're not like racists. We're not like, and even then, it's like, it's sad that, not that racists should have a platform. I'm just saying, like, I'm about live free or die. You know what I mean? I'm about like protecting free speech. Like this is a First Amendment fucking type thing for me. It's like, that's the kind of speech that needs protecting. Not specifically that type of speech, but just speech that's unpopular. And what are we doing? Like we talk about gross shit. We swear a lot. That's our culture. Like that stuff doesn't bother me. Like dirty jokes don't bother me.
Yeah.
But it bothers some people. And why not just tune out? Like, why do you have to be vindictive about it and like get people canceled? Because if it's not a specific person, then it's someone, I don't know how the fuck they would happen upon the podcast, but that's a possibility too. Some
I don't think
Karen
that's what it
tunes
is.
in
I
and they're
don't
like,
think it's
this is
anybody
gross.
that found anything gross or any of that shit, because you don't stumble upon this podcast and it's like, oh my God, well, what the fuck? I can't believe they said that. This is, and I don't believe that it was Spotify themselves, because they're the one platform that stuck up for Joe Rogan whenever they were trying to cancel him. You know what I mean? I do not believe that it was Spotify. I believe there was somebody that was being a fucking cunt and thought it would be funny. 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind that's what happened.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely scenario.
Yeah, and it's
I mean, and it's
bullshit that it's
multiple.
that
The
easy.
thing is, too, is they said it's like multiple people, multiple times.
Well,
So it's
that's
like,
what I mean. They could have just went right on and fucking clicked every episode. Click every episode and be like, yep,
yeah.
this goes against this. This goes against that. This goes against that. You know what I mean?
And as far as Spotify concerned, they're just like, oh, well, that's a liability for us. So they're just like, they're reporting it. Let's take it down. They don't.
Right.
They don't care about the actual
And
creators.
honestly, it's bullshit that it's that easy. It's such fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping that. I mean, Spotify could change my opinion, though. I mean, if they get back in touch with me and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know, sorry, that was a mistake. You know what I mean? That'd be a different story. But
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, I want to be able to. You can't stop us. We'll find another platform. I don't have to use Spotify, but for right now, we're putting this out. I created a backup account.
yeah. I don't give a fuck. They can keep deleting this shit. We'll just do a fucking live episode on Instagram every week. I don't give a fuck. We'll do it on YouTube. Yeah. We'll do it fucking anywhere that we need to do it.
And we're still everywhere too. Like Spotify took us down. They said like the other places it might take up to 10 days to take us down. But YouTube is up. I mean, you can watch this on YouTube, watch all the episodes. I just actually, right before we started recording, I got a external hard drive. I'm downloading all the audio from the other podcast. I'm going to upload all of it to YouTube. I'm going to put all of it on Patreon, and it's going to be on a hard drive. So nobody can take that away from us. Because right now it's just like hosted in the cloud. So if that disappears,
we're fucked.
That's a tragedy. That's like the burning of Alexandria Library or some shit.
Yeah.
So not that bad,
We're back. Tell your friends. It's under a different name right now. So make sure you let people know. It's Low Life Podcast. We
Yeah,
can't
we
get.
couldn't get the same name. So I'm gonna put something out there. I'm gonna post this before Friday for sure. So I'll put it up probably tomorrow, and with the link to the new Spotify. We're not deplatformed completely. They canceled the show, but I don't know if they don't like this episode, they might just completely boot us off the platform. But we'll see. But it's Low Life Podcast with Loctite and Rhino.
Yep. All right. Well, this is your episode. This is your freebie for this week. 15 minutes. That's good enough. We will see you motherfuckers on Friday. And if you haven't already, get over to the motherfucking Patreon because we're about to go record that Low Lives After Dark episode right motherfucking meow. And that'll also be up this week.
All right. See you on Friday, Chuckleheads.
Later.